It is time to play another round of Player or Porn Star Utah edition. Why Utah? Well, we're not playing them this season, and we don't have a game next weekend. And I already hate them. They just think they're going to come into the Big 12 and roll all over us because they were so good in the Pac-12.
That's a good program, man. I wouldn't be shocked.
It might be. But I don't like the attitude.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if
Have you been on the message
they're the
boards?
preseason pick to win the Big 12. So
I know they are, but if you go on the message boards, they'll tell you.
You spend too much time on the message boards, I think. I think you need to.
That was Maddie's job.
I like going on the message boards, man.
Yeah, it's Facebook, the message boards, even X these days. It's getting to be a dumpster fire.
I will say this, that we're a team that people don't really like to not talk good about. People like to talk shit about every team in West Virginia, but we're a team that people were always like, but I really like West Virginia. I love going the games there, and we seem to
hear
have
that a lot. Yeah.
Until we start winning and beating everybody, then everybody will find a reason to hate us. But even when we're winning, people say, how do you not like
the
us?
Pat White, Steve Slayton era, people love it. Unless you're a Pitt fan or something, the people around the country, people are still talking about it. After Tavon retired, it was all highlights, everyone talking about how great he was, and they weren't West Virginia fans. So I do think a lot of the conference would root for West Virginia if their team couldn't win, and I do hear that from opposing fans. It's great to go to games there. West Virginia has a place in college football for sure. BYU last year, speaking of a team in Utah, they actually, and we thought maybe it was a disrespect thing. We weren't sure how they got the flag, but if you remember before the game in Morgantown, they carried out a West Virginia state flag, and I found out they did it on purpose. They got approval to respect the state. They did it as a respect thing. I know there were some people that didn't like it still, but that just shows you there is respect around the country for the Mountaineers. Obviously, the rivals won't like them, but
of course not.
We will see if they win and if they're arrogant in winning, how long that lasts. If they have the season that you guys are talking about.
I will say two fan bases that I have gotten a little soft spot for. One was BYU. I really enjoyed. They were very respectful. Everyone that came, they're Mormons. They're nice.
I mean, as they should be, right? They're Mormons.
Yeah. But the other one is, what happened with the Iowa State softball team and the WB baseball team this season. That was really special. That was super special, and so I will never have like a hatred to. Trust me, watching their basketball games that when we play them at home, I really don't want to like all those folks, but after that, I gotta have a soft spot. That and Tony's kid's quarterback, so I definitely I want to see him succeed, just not when he plays us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then all of that'll leave you if they do beat West Virginia, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
You'll start hating them.
Yeah.
Because they do play this year.
But Arizona, you got a tough road to hoe there to make me like you. All right. So I've got 5 names. One of these, some of these are going to be players, and some of these are going to be porn stars. The game is to guess which one it is. Mike, as the guest, you get to start. My first player is CJ Blocker. CJ Blocker.
What a player to start with. I'm going to say player.
I'm going to go against this. A porn star.
He is a corner for the Utah Utes.
It just seemed too easy to go star. I'm not going to lie and say that I'm aware of it.
So it's 1 point for Mike. All right. Next one's going to Steve. Joey Cheeks.
Ooh, that's a great name. Joey Cheeks. I feel like I'm going to go porn star.
I was going to say, is that a name for a center? That's like kind of like a Zach Frazier's position type of name. I'm going to also go star, though. That just seems too ridiculous.
And you both would be wrong. He is a kicker for the old Utes.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting for him to be a center. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
So the score is 1-0 Mike. Okay. Next on the list, Lexington Steele. Player or porn star, Mike Asti?
Star.
You both get a point for that one. He is a porn star.
Just has to be. I mean, that would be insane.
How about Cash Dillon? Cash Dillon. Slater.
Cash Dillon. I'm going to say...
I just noticed the Slater right there.
Yeah. That's a old nickname from college they gave me. D lineman. Cheeks. Let's go player.
Cash Dillon, you're saying? See, I was going to go player. I don't want to be persuaded off just because to go opposite. I'm going to go player.
You guys are right. He's a defensive end. Okay, and the final name, although Mike has already won the game, is Rabbit Evans. Rabbit Evans.
And I'm going to say star.
I feel like what you.
I don't want to look any of these up, so it's not like anyone's going to cheat and try to look any of these up. Imagine what you find if you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go against the grain and say player. I'll say player.
He's a safety. He plays for the Utah Utes. Good job. Good job, gentlemen.